Hi, welcome to Simply Teacups. I'm going to show you today how to brush out your Yorkie and what tools you need in order to do it. First, I have a slicker brush. It has little wire tines, I guess, and these work best on dog coats because it really gets in between the hair very well rather than the soft bristle brushes. And then this is a flea comb. Sometimes the combs with really narrow tines are hard to find, so you can look for a flea comb. Or this one here is also something I use. They're closer together on this end and wider apart on this end. This is either called a greyhound comb or a poodle comb. So the first thing we're going to do is take her out of the noose, and you want to brush all the tangles out. Now if you just stick a comb in a dog's coat, you're going to end up hitting all kinds of tangles. So that's why I use the slicker brush. She's not too tangled, but if she were, I would lift up layers of the hair because she's got a full coat, and I would just comb her out like this. Little short movements and work your way up. It's got a little tangle down at the bottom. Okay. She likes to get in water, so she always gets tangles on her underside. Now you're going to see how, well, see, I still find tangles, so I'm not getting them all out. You don't want to hurt her and force it through. So just keep using the slicker brush until you get all the tangles and it runs through it smoothly. And then you can use your comb, and I'm going to use the finer side and see how it moves right through the hair real easy. Usually their bottoms are a lot more tangled, or probably the most tangled area on a dog because they're always sitting on their bottoms. Her butt is a little bit shorter. I like to keep the bottom sanitary, so I keep it cut short. So I think you probably have the idea, basically. Just slicker brush and a comb. And like I said, if they're too tangled where you can't get through, lift the hair up. And if you have to, use a noose. Otherwise, sit on the floor, put her on your lap. That way she can't sit down. If I put her up on a noose like that, then I have use of both my hands. Put your hand under the hair, that way you're not pushing up against her skin on as much as you can. And just be gentle on them, because it doesn't feel good. It's just like when you're trying to comb your own hair and it is tangled and it hurts. So you just want to go through the entire body that way. When you're doing the face, one thing I want to tell you to be very careful about is the eyes. You do not want to poke them in the eyes. So always brush away from the eyes. And I don't usually use a slicker brush right here on the nose. The muzzle is just too short, so I always use a comb. Brush or comb away from the eyes. And if you have a dog that gets a lot of goop in their eyes, this is a very, very fine flea comb. This is something else you can pick up at a Walmart. Put it right at the corner of the eye and run it this way. And a lot of times I'll do this when I'm bathing them because it softens the stuff in the eyes, or beneath the eyes. It gets hard and crusty, and you can give them a bath, and while it's wet you can run this through and get all that nasty stuff away from the eyes and out of the hair. And that's pretty much it. Always make sure you brush and comb your dog before you give them a bath, because if there's tangles in their coat and you give them a bath, it's going to be twice as hard to get the tangles out because it will knot up and mat up, and it will just be very, very difficult to get out, and it'll be more painful for your dog trying to brush them out. For more videos from Simply Teacups, just check out all of our grooming section, and we have videos on pretty much everything on grooming and bathing. Thanks for watching. Okay, if you come across a mat that's really hard to get out, something I want to tell you to do so you don't hurt your dog is try to hold the hair at the base right up against the skin, and that way when you pull with the brush, you're going to hold onto the hair and you're not going to be yanking on her skin. You start basically, now her hair's not real long there, so I didn't really do it the way I wanted to show you, but if you have lots of tangles, say there's a big tangle here, big mat, start at the, hold it down here, put your hand behind it, start at the end, work your way up. Short little movements until you get all the way to the top. I'm going to show you up here so you can see better. Say we have a big mat right here, and it might go all the way down. You're going to want to separate the hair, hold it at the base, start down here, brush, 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 all the way till you get up here. If you have to separate the hair a little bit as you're getting part of the mat out, do that. But one thing you want to do is you want to hold the hair down at the base. That way, when you're pulling on this section, you're not pulling the hair out of her skin and hurting her. If your dog cries, you're hurting it, obviously, right? So try and hang on to the hair and brush it out with the other hand and not tug against the skin.